Hi there, my name is Michelle and I originally hail from the sunny blue skies of Sydney in Australia, but for the past 7 years I've been living in the concrete jungle of Hong Kong. For me, I really love cooking and I love sharing my food with friends and family. My motivation for entering Masterchef is simple, to test the limits of what I can possibly achieve when it comes to the kitchen and also to push myself beyond my comfort zone. My food dream My food dream is to inspire people. I want to inspire other busy working professionals or amateur home cooks like myself that cooking can be easy. It doesn't have to feel a chore. You don't need the fancy kitchen equipment or the skills of an iron chef to be able to cook a simple home cooked meal that tastes phenomenal. What you do need is simple, fresh, quality ingredients. So I want people to understand that the entire process from beginning to end, going to the wet markets or the farmer's market, searching for the freshest quality ingredients you can find, to the actual chopping and preparation of the food, to the actual process of cooking the food, and also presenting and styling the food for your guests. The whole entire experience can be really enjoyable and therapeutic for me. I'm a big believer in the motto that you are what you eat, basically meaning what you consume has a direct bearing on your health and general well-being. To that effect, late last year I started my own blog called kitchenmess.com, which is a pictorial step-by-step guide of how to whip out simple meals that are nutritious for you within the comfort of your own kitchen. Each meal will take less than 30 minutes to prepare. By winning MasterChef, I hope I can generate increased traffic to my blog, which I will then use as a platform to help educate people around the world about the importance of healthy cooking and eating in our everyday lives. I want people to understand the nutritional value of each ingredient we use in cooking and how consuming certain foods can benefit our health directly and ward off certain diseases that are becoming increasingly prevalent in society today. Diseases such as cancer, diabetes, heart attacks, and of course, the obesity epidemic. Ideally, one day I'd like to have my own cookbook that focuses on nutritional and healthy eating, specifically targeted for busy working professionals that don't have the skills of an iron chef, but yet who want to cook fast, simple meals at home. If possible, I would like to open a kitchen mess cooking studio / private kitchen one day, whereby I invite up-and-coming talented home chefs to come in and share their passion for food and cooking with their friends and families. As you all know, space in Hong Kong comes at a premium, so it is extremely difficult to find a venue where you can cook and host for a medium group of people. Hopefully, this will help foster a community of food lovers who will be open to sharing their knowledge and love of food and cooking with others who want to learn. In essence, Kitchen Mess will function as a sort of idea exchange venue whereby people can get together to socialize and enjoy healthy home cooking. So, my signature Asian dish is a gourmet adaptation of the Hong Kong-style pork chop spaghetti that is typically found in the tartantans of Hong Kong, meaning the local cafeterias. So, in order to make this dish, I gather 3 juicy pork chops from the local butchers, specifically asking for the tender cuts. And then I bring it home and massage it with some sesame oil and diced fresh rosemary. I sprinkle with some white pepper and salt. Next, I brown these pork chops by pan frying on medium heat for about 3 to 4 minutes each side, depending on the thickness of the cuts. I then set it aside and preheat the oven to 180 degrees Celsius. I then start to prepare the tomato sauce. To do this, I chop 1 tomato and onion into wedges. I then chuck this into a pot and pour in a cup of organic beef broth. I turn on the stove and I add in a cup of Heinz ketchup. You can go organic on this one if you want to be fancy, and also a squirt of tomato paste, meaning roughly 1 tablespoon. I then add 1 tablespoon of Worcester sauce for the extra twang. I then stir the contents with a slotted spoon for 10 to 15 minutes until the tomatoes and onions have softened and broken down. Next, I add half a cup of frozen green peas for the extra color. I can also adjust the taste according to my own liking, adding more salt or tomato paste as required. In the meantime, as all this is happening, I start boiling the spaghetti in a pot of salted hot water until al dente, about 8 to 9 minutes. Once done, I drain the contents in a colander and give it a good shake or two to remove all water. I then pour the spaghetti into my Le Creuset stoneware rectangular dish. I pour the tomato sauce I just made on top of it evenly, say for about half a cup. Then I layer the browned 3 pork chops neatly on top, and pour the rest of the tomato sauce all over to cover the chops. Then I sprinkle generous amounts of mozzarella cheese on top. I also freshly grate parmesan from the block all over to give it an extra kick. Then I stick the entire dish in the preheated oven for 10 to 15 minutes until the cheese is melted and nicely browned. Then you can just take it out and serve your guests.